Welcome back to Malachi's Guides, where we want you to win too. I promised a guide for how to unlock the rocket launcher in this game, but I thought just playing through on normal or hard wasn't enough. I played the game on Real Survivor mode. I use save states, but it's a no damage run. I'm using the Fluffy Quack mod, but I did it in 2 hours and 30 minutes, so I'm sure I would have still beaten time.
Resident Evil.
Alright, here we go. Also, I get the best ending. Oh, and every Nook and Cranny, so 100% of the items available in the game. I'm not sure. I think running around without a gun equipped makes you run a little faster. It feels that way. Again, we're just holding A when we get to the doors. Jill has a lot more cutscenes than Chris, I think. I could be wrong, but it feels that way.
Thanks.
Thanks for assuming I'm the best criminal, Barry. Alright, so we're going to try to pick up as many items as we can as we go, but obviously item space is limited. For right now, we can afford to pick up just about everything in our path. Unlike in invisible enemy mode, we're going to have a much easier time dodging. Start hitting B. Alright, there we go. Unlock it, go through. And I'm sure we all know the drill up to this point. Now, when we get outside here, going to try to go around the back of the zombie if possible. And if we hug this wall, there's a chance that chunky zombie in the back might not even activate. Oh, whoops. And then, of course, I'm just adding the commentary in post here, so I don't hear the controller tapping like it did with my Chris video. If you've watched this far, please like and subscribe. I will even take a pity subscribe. You don't have to watch my videos. I've almost got enough watch hours to monetize. Now I just need my subscriber count up to 1,000. So if you could help me out, it would, of course, be appreciated. Ask nicely, I might even give your channel a mention. Notice a lot of the music is missing from this game. I saw a mod to put it back in. Maybe I should have used it. Alright, so here we're just unlocking all the sword key doors that we're going to bother with. Again, we can ignore that one behind the Satchmo. The Satchmo gets his name from an episode of the Rugrats that was popular about the same time that the 1996 release happened. Resident Evil 2 was in 98. Okay, so we didn't pick up the items in that last room. We're going to do that a little bit later. There's a dagger hidden under here. And that's all the items in this room. No handgun bullets in Real Survivor. Of course, in a Jill knife run, you wouldn't come in this room, but we get a free kill. And then we'll never use this hallway again, so we don't have to worry about him turning into a Crimson Head. Out here, this is pretty simple. We're going to combine those 2 herbs that we're carrying into 3 green herb paper. And then we're going to combine the green and red. We're going to leave with the chemical, and then we're going to go see our real inventory box. Of course, on Real Survivor, the inventory boxes are not linked. Although, in a no damage run, these are garbage. I'm only picking them up because we're going for every nook and cranny. That means I gotta find every file, I have to find every item. Obviously the shotgun's back there, we'll pick that up in a second. Alright, hug this wall. Oh, almost got me. I didn't know it was going to be a no damage run at this point. And then way up here, since this is our main inventory box that we're going to be using for the game, any garbage we have, any garbage that we have, we're going to throw at the top like we did for our Chris run. Oh, I can show you how to get the break out the marshmallows achievement for setting 2 zombies on fire at the same time. So there's another achievement to add to the list. I'll also show you how to get alley oop for sure. Alley oop. And then of course there's a bunch of storyline achievements we're going to get. I don't think I ever killed a single spider in this playthrough.
Oh God, what did I do now? Wesker! Barry! Help!
I know I'm on the clock, but I couldn't exclude this next line. It's too iconic.
Barry!
That was a close one. A second late, you would have fit nicely into a sandwich.
Now I'm about to fire my first shot of the game. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, now I'll go ahead and do my first save. And we're doing this so that we can get a favorable outcome for this next phase, but we're going to save again before we go after the Cerberuses. I think that'd be the plural, it's a Greek word. Plural. present for you. Get up, you fool. Give me back my packer. I didn't want to do that. There would have been a good time to run past. Alright, I gotta line up this camera shot. Okay, that was a popping sound. I also go back and make sure that the other one is dead, but I wasted a bullet and some time, I guess. So now we need the dog whistle, the lighter. There's also some handgun bullets in here, which I suppose for right now we're still using. There's a file, and then the lighter. Alright, break out the marshmallows achievement. So they're overlapping. I run a bad direction for what I want to do. So I'm not sure if this does damage or not. I've just burned my toes a little bit. I'm not counting it. And I'm still on fine, so I don't even know if it damaged me at all. Let me know in the comments if you can actually hurt yourself by stepping on a burning zombie. Another zombie we're going to handgun down. I think I ended up using a defense dagger on him. I should have backed up a little sooner. But the dagger finished him off. And I don't need no stinking maps, but they count for every nook and cranny. Now we're going to go down, use the chest, and then we're going to save just so that nothing dumb happens with the dogs. It's a weapon. It's really powerful. Especially against living things. So for now, we're still going to take this route. fact, I think I only use that hallway one more time. If you run, get lucky, you might crit. Blow the dog whistle, get the shotgun ready. Sorted. Maybe wait to pick up the collar. I'm terrible about that. Toro. Okay, finally. Just ignore him for a second. If you are struggling to break out the marshmallows where I showed it to you, I'll show you another spot to get it. Admittedly, because I screwed up on what I was trying to do. I'm down here, buddy. Yeah, that's not what I meant to do. And then he faked me out a couple times, I think. I kind of got lucky here for as far as that achievement goes. Get a good overlap. Now, I would not actually recommend eating marshmallows that you cooked on that thing, but I suppose they could be cooked on that thing. Clear out this room really quick, refill our kerosene. Then we're going to go take out Satchmo. I don't know why I bothered to do that. I left those there so that I could use them on Yawn later. Don't ask me why I'm bothering to carry a first aid spray all the way back. This must have been before I had convinced myself it was going to be a no damage run. Well, no, because I'm already over saving. Anyway, yeah, this is what really adds up your time in every Nook and Cranny run, is going back and forth to the item box. That's why a knife run, in many ways, is actually more efficient, as long as you can do it without dying. I didn't even bring over the acid rounds. I don't know what I was thinking. And then I saved over here, too. Should have just saved at the other one. I would have cut off this whole section. I'd have been well over 2.5, well under 2.5 hours. At least I got some ammunition out of the deal. I'm looking for the rest of the stuff, thinking I put it back in the box. But it works out because it's not like it's a bad idea to have a safe spot right before yawn. Second fight. Alright, so let's go clear out a couple more rooms. Unequip my gun because I think it makes me faster. Oh yeah, from this point on, the zombie will spawn close to the doors. That's okay, this is the last time we ever have to use this hallway. Now, the hunters will not... We don't actually have to push that statue. The hunters will knock it down later. But I like the early access to the shotgun ammo because at a certain point, I'm going to stop using the handgun. I'm going to stop using the shotgun a little while after that. There's even a good 40 minutes I'm running around with no weapon at all. Well, except the combat knife, but I'll explain that when we get there. Okay, this part's a little scary. We made it. Now, this annoyed me. Perfectly capable of burning him right now, right? Look how many of my bullets is eating. And after all those shots, my gun decides to crit. Okay, this room is fun. // itchy tasty. Get him to lunge at you, go for the battery. Or flash grenade, I suppose. Now we're going to deal with that Satchmo. Still got some more fight in him. That was the popping sound. Now, real quick, we're going to grab those shotgun rounds before there's any zombies to deal with. I don't know what I was thinking there. My brain melted. See, like, I'm even making mistakes. I got under 2.5 hours, so this guide should help you certainly unlock the rocket launcher. Shotgun shells. Okay, now I found a cool trick in this room if you are doing it without damage or you just don't want to let the green herbs. Just go ahead and take them out. Just keep running. Unlock that door. Get it over with. Now we're gonna go deal with all the armor key doors. It dawns on me I forgot about Forest. Only 2 items back here on real survival mode. It's a defense dagger and of course a grenade launcher. Forgot what I was doing. I think I was about to go save Richard. Again, this is just 3, 2, 1, done. The exact same as when we did this as Chris. Oh, I gotta add a break for my camera's sake. Okay, we're back. Well, I guess y'all never left. If you're still watching, please like and subscribe. Share it to your social media pages. I need all the help I can get. I'm actually really, really close to monetization. I just need my subscriber count to go up. Alright, now we can do... Oh. Must be the door upstairs. Because I know I unlocked the forest door. Already grabbed the grenade launcher. Alright, so back here there's a green herb and ink ribbon. Which is good because we needed an ink ribbon on this side of the fence. And then this guy's potted plant that he's hiding behind his bed. Combine that plant with this one. And that'll give us just enough item space to get through this next room. Yes, that means Barry went into this room and then unlocked it. Sorry, and then locked it after he entered. So now we have the fishing hook and the bee lure. Combine those two, then grab the bee specimen. Careful not to get stung by the bee. Careful not to get stung by the bee. It has a small percentage of poisoning you. That doesn't count, that's a cutscene. Ooh, close. Now, of course, we gotta dump out our pockets again. I'm still under the delusion that I might give up on my no damage run. And we're not saving yet. There are a couple spaces where I really stretch out the saves just to kind of give the no damage run a bit more of a kick. Now we're going to save Private Richard. Then we're going to go back to that item box room where we left the broken shotgun. Grab the serum. Might as well. I'm not sure if you need to open up the closet in order to get every nook and cranny. I think I remember that the closet doesn't count, and that way you can actually get it on your very first playthrough. But I could be mistaken. Or I guess anytime you were to hit new game.
Here, Rich.
So, this zombie I've seen his head explode a number of times. Ooh, thought he was gonna puke on me. That would blow my no damage run. And he actually turns into a crimson head pretty fast, so I'm just being on the safe side. Oh my gosh. Why can't I still light them on fire even if they're not dead? I mean, you could have had a funny animation for that. Missed opportunity, Capcom. Handgun bullets. And then there's only one more item back here. Quick reload. Gotta put a toe in before he'll step out. If you have the exploding zombie on, he's back there. And then I think I just hose him. Because his buddy's definitely not going to barge in. We saw fit for that. Excuse me. Thank you. And then after we get the shield key, we're going to go ahead and save because big snake in a little room. He's easy enough if you learn to stay on the outside of his tail and learn when it's time to run away from him. We're going to use up that closet key now. Grab this map, and then we're going to grab the defense dagger in the back. We'll probably just end up sticking it into that guy's head. Oh wait, no. I think I just hit him with a grenade launcher. As far as I can tell, you only get 6 grenade rounds. Yeah, I mean, I got every nook and cranny, and I only know about 6 grenade rounds in real survival mode, so there must only be the 6 that come with the gun itself. To the point where an extra defense dagger is more important to me than an extra grenade round, for sure. I was so mad he didn't fall down. Now, if I ever bothered to come back here, I would have had a pet Crimson Head. Because he gets stuck behind that cabinet. It looks like a cabinet. Hey, I remember the emblem on the first try. I And I feel like I screwed up and I put the gold emblem right back into its spot. So we might have to watch the door rise and fall a couple times. Unless I'm thinking of some failed attempt, but I mean, where am I going to go wrong between here and my next save point? Of course, there's a notebook on the ground here. Yeah, see, that was this playthrough. Proof that you don't always have to play perfectly in order to still get the achievement. Exact same as when we did this Chris. Large left, no. Oh, sorry, yes, keep turning. I think at this point I'm just throwing those two items away. Oh, I certainly am. Yep. And now we go and deal with Yawn. After I waste like 10 seconds doing that for no reason. And I think I'm done with this as well. Yeah. Alright, let's go wreck a snake's day. No zombie in here yet because Richard is alive. No Crimson Head out here because we took care of that. Alright, so Jill starts off much closer to Yawn than Chris does. So hug that post as much as you can, grab your mask. Do not run out, otherwise you will not get your assault chest up. Way around the tail. Richard is a total gentleman here. Even though he's about to die, he's careful not to like touch her in an uncomfortable way. The landing looked uncomfortable.
Richard!
So does like the idea of your friend getting eaten in front of you, I guess. Anyway, we're gonna run way around the edge of the snake here. Grab that rifle. Oh, he's gonna overlap his own body to hit me. There, we got through. Everything okay. We do have one asset to liquidate. Hey, look at that. Alright, now, you'll remember I struggled with the Crimson Head boss in my Chris run-through. This one's gonna be a lot easier. In fact, I kind of shamed him a little bit. That's annoying that his head didn't blow up. But it's all good. 1, 1, 2. Our lockpick will, of course, take care of this next spot. No eyes, mouth, or nose, no nose, no. Of course, I want that one. And now we're gonna put this one in the proper spot. Gotta be pixel perfect with these. This is another one of those pretty good stretches I go without saving. Before the yawn fight, all the way down until... So I hit him with a grenade, and then I ran up and I shotgunned him. Nice try. Boom. Headshot. I don't remember if I saved. I certainly dumped out my pockets. Like, we won't need that until later. We will need the wind crest. What do I need extra shotgun shells for? And then just my OCD. I did save here. That's kind of lame. That's doubting myself. Specifically, it's doubting my ability to take out, at least, well, to avoid getting hit by Lisa. Careful, that dog is fast. So we're going to grab a battery pack, and then we're going to grab the first aid spray so that we can throw that in the chest. We'll leave the shotgun shells up here for later. We don't need to lug them around. Alright, so be careful of the crows. If they look like they're about to swoop on you, do like a little half circle run. That seems to throw them off your trail pretty quickly. I think the Magnum's almost a little too easy to get in this game. I know it's a dumb thing to complain about, but I feel like in the original, getting all of these crests was a much bigger challenge. I haven't played it in forever, though. Be watching your right side. This route's a little quicker. That was me just confirming that there's no green herbs up here. So in here we have a file. It's like a family picture. We have a map, and then the crank. There we go. We're going to throw the Magnum in this box. We'll pick it back up when we come this direction again. The first aid spray we won't use. Obviously, I did this no damage. I'm sorry that happened to you, Jill. Alright, so you kind of saw me do this with Chris, but it was invisible enemy. Here's what we're actually doing. Run forward, get her to attack, and then wait, because when it comes back down, it will hurt you. Did I get hit when I was playing as Chris? I don't remember. This is so much different than recording your dialogue while you're playing. It's like you see your mistakes happening in front of you. Funny how it's so obvious when the controller's out of my hand. So anyway, just run past the dogs. They're dumb. There aren't any items anywhere around here right now. I say right now, I mean in Real Survivor. Obviously, when I was playing on very easy, invisible enemy mode, there was a green herb and a blue herb there. We're also not going to see a green herb and a red herb I picked up on that route. That's why Real Survivor is the way to do every Nook and Cranny. There's just so much less stuff to worry about. We're going to kill the snake over by that lamp later. Chris couldn't kill it without getting hurt because he was wielding a knife. It waits for you to get close to you before it springs out. It waits for you to get close to it before it springs out. But this shotgun is just a perfect tool. We're going to kill only a handful of things from here on out. Just a bunch of enemies that I ignored. So we are about an hour in. If you're still watching, please like and subscribe. I know I've asked that several times. If you've already liked and subscribed, please don't click the buttons again because that would make me sad. Anyway, adding a save here. We're going to go a long time before we hit that typewriter again, though. Actually, no, I'm pretty fast at this game, so it won't be a very long time at all. So I found if I have to pick up this green herb, I like to go through the door. That sort of resets the spider. It doesn't put him back up above the door. I think it throws him in that little area where we just got that green herb. Honestly, I've never ran over that far to check. That's all the items for this room. Barry's acting kind of suspicious. I don't know. Oh, is that Barry coming back? Maybe it's Wesker. Ah! Zombie. Swear to God, I need to escape this button. Self-defense gun. I forgot what I used it on. Oh! I used it on Rachel Foley Ooze. So I'm using a mod that turns Tyrant into Rachel Foley. She behaves exactly the same way he would, so it's not like I'm cheating. The closest thing I'm doing to cheating is the door skip mod, but frankly I think that just makes a better representation of people's playing. I don't care if anyone beats my time, whether they use it or not. I mean, it'd be pretty cool if somebody kept the doors in and still beat my time. I'm sure it's been done, but I'm not going to figure out all of YouTube. I'd rather play the game. I like to do all the hard work, so that you guys don't have to. I know I play like almost exclusively older games. Every once in a while I come out with something timely. Mostly the Resident Evils. There's 3, there's 2. I think since I'm redoing my... I have never done a Jill Resident Evil 1 video, so this is a first. I did redo my Resident Evil 1 Chris Invisible Enemy run, because that one got 900 views, and I was like, oh, well, okay, I can do a better job. Since you guys like that. A long time ago on my newer laptop, I recorded footage for Resident Evil 0. I could probably upload that next if you guys have any interest in it. Well, guys and gals and everything else, everyone else. I'm not into labels. So of course we're still just kind of crushing it here. I have the self-defense gun equipped in case one of these sharks gets in front of me, but they knew what I was thinking, so they stayed behind me. I was perfectly ready to just do away with one of them. They are really fast on real survival. So in here, the only item is a map, but we still want to check to see which valve we're going to be opening. Your jaw will drop when you see how fast this timer declines. So 2, 3, 1. Open valve 1, 3, 1.
Emergency! Emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety.
So we already hit 2. There's 3. 1. Remember the paper said open valve 1.
Reaching 30% of
See,
pressure
look how fast
threshold.
that is. No mercy. That window wants to break. Valve number 1. And then stations 3, then 1.
50% of pressure threshold.
And then we're safe. But then we'll push 2 again.
Emergency drainage system immediately.
Magnum rounds? Yes. Grab these. Even if you're not doing every nook and cranny, pick those up. And you? Well, I just plain don't like you. I guess if I really hated the sharks, I wouldn't put them down. I'd just sort of let them... Well, I'm sure you know what happens to a fish out of water. So I almost died here. I pushed that in, and for some reason I was going to jump in the water. Luckily, my brain snapped back on. When you do something that silly, you remember. I think I actually ended up having to go back to the item box here. In order to clear out the V-Jolt room, you have to pick up all 4 bottles. And of course, we're just going to muscle through that number lock again. It's always some combination of the numbers 3, 5, and 6. In fact, I think I made this same exact mistake in my Chris run. So I try to go from bottom to top. And I think I did this exact same thing twice. Where I skipped 6, 5, 3. Oh no, 6, 5, 3 would be the largest possible number. Me realizing regretting bringing the self-defense gun I ended up not using. One plus 3 is 4, plus 6 is 10. Now we need a 3rd bottle. Put some water in that. 1 plus 6, 7 plus 10, plus 3. realistically, I didn't have to take this trip back to the box. I could have just as easily run all the way down, used the V-Jolt, and then picked up the jar, but I guess I was afraid it would tell me that I don't need this anymore. And that room would be stuck there. For some reason, I feel like I had to do this. I'm not sure why I'm freeing up all that much pocket space. I'm not going to pick up more than... Let's see, there's some handgun bullets, there's a red herb, there's the helmet key, but that's after I free up an item slot with the red book. So now we need the fumigator. Oh right, that one bottle. It's a jar. Careful, because the bees are freaking fast. See, like I said, sometimes I go really long stints without saving. I am pretty good at this game. It's pretty hard to get hurt when you're using guns and defense items. There's just a few choke areas where I was worried about it, or if I ran for a long time, I might have saved. I think I had 16 in total by the end. I wanted 15, but then I forgot a couple files and I had to go back and get them. And I just saved at the top so that, you know, when I fought the final boss, I wouldn't have to keep going through those 2 rooms over and over if it went bad. I think I got her on the second and third try. I say her, obviously Tyrant is a him, but I'm using the Rachel Ooze mod that I found on Nexus. I think this red and black outfit I found on Game Watcher. One thing that saves a little time is Chris. Rebecca doesn't have to run back upstairs. You just sort of go through the door and it cuts back to Chris fighting Plant 42. But then again, Jill doesn't have to fight Plant 42. Like, there's no benefit to not saving Richard. If you're playing as Chris, if you save Richard, Rebecca won't show up at the residence. Alright, so real quick, we'll just snag up these handgun bullets. We're just going to throw them in the garbage. We need this key way back here, and then we'll grab the red herb on our way back out. That just saves us a few seconds. God knows I've wasted enough. All the gods know I've wasted enough. Don't miss this room for every nook and cranny, but there's no item in here on Real Survivor. I don't know if there's ever an item in there. And then we have to help repair the pretty lady because the books are disorganized. Now Capcom's censoring everything, and it's all about empowerment, but this is its roots. That was easy. Doesn't even have to fight it.
Barry.
Something about that mansion still bothers me.
Does it? Something about your attitude bothers me. I can't put my finger on it. Whoops. Okay. We can just run over the holes now. Garbage. Yep, that's all I cared to carry back with me. I saved here because hunters are mean. I cut more of that in than I did the last time. Okay, so I said we're going to kill one snake. It was the only one I meant to get bit by is Chris. 2 of them bit me, though. Well, I didn't mean to get bit by it, but I knew that at least one was going to bite me. Because unlike the other snakes, it doesn't move until you get close to it, and then it springs into action. And that's this one over by the lamppost. Don't bother to aim down. Down the ladder. We're going to run past some dogs, we're going to pick up some shotgun ammo and a defense dagger. Be careful because they're fast. "12 shotgun rounds. Shells. Sorry, they're called shells. If it was deer shot, you could call them slugs. But it's definitely bird shot. Alright, so 1 alley-oop, we knocked him down, 3 shots to drop him. This next part is scary. Just go for it. And I know we just saved, but we're about to save again. Me getting a clever idea. And I forgot something important. Oh, that's why I didn't combine them. Save me a few seconds. Actually, probably about 10 if I didn't waste the time combining them too. Like I said, I know I just saved, but I think most of you will agree with me that this is a really good spot to save if you're going to save at all. Eat it. He tried to jump at me. It did not work out for him. I'm keeping the grenade launcher because I'm going to stick some acid rounds in it. The first helmet key door we're going to open goes into sort of a gallery. I'm not sure what it's called. Wait, no, the gallery would be the one with the pictures. So. But this one is also sort of a gallery. Much weirder specimens, though. This could be a study, I suppose. Way too much pocket space. Yeah, that's just quicker. Not as fun as dancing around him, but at least I'm sure not to get bit from behind. Can't stick a dagger in them if they bite you from behind. Because I think it makes me faster, I could be wrong. So here's my safety route. And then we're going to do sort of a trick. We left that Crimson Head alone before, but he's just way too confrontational. And we have the means to dispose of him. We're not just wielding a knife here. So when we get to the top of the stairs, we equip our shotgun. And then we actually want to lure him out. We don't want to let him play the game on his terms. Now my pockets are really full, so I have to run down and use the garbage can. In fact, I think I miscounted and I had to do this twice. Maybe. Oh, right, I think I fought Yawn before I did anything too wild here. So this time I'll save before and after Yawn because there's 3 spiders we have to deal with and they shoot poison. And ranged attacks are always harder to dodge. Boom! Headshot. Reload that in case my acid rounds won't take him out. They do end up doing the trick. I think the couple times he bit me, I must have just plugged one into a wall or something. Oh boy. So what I'm trying to do is... Oh, crap. What I'm trying to do is lure him around this circle. But for some reason, he's extremely flexible. Well, okay, obviously he should be extremely flexible, but he's able to maneuver himself in really annoying ways. Like, he can turn around in this little crawl space. This is taking me a second. Yep, that's a hit. Thank you. I think I decided, we'll give it one more shot. Whoa! Boom, headshot. That was pure luck. That should have been a run ender. Or what realistically sent me back to the last save. But we are still no damage. I have to put another camera break in here soon. Besides, got my fan on. It's June. It's hot in my room. Another nice thing about recording commentary in post, I can take a break. So here's where I had to like run back and forth to the trash can because my pockets were just too full. And then I wasted time. I moved the cabinets. But then they went back into their original position when I went down and came back up. I thought that it'd be like the boxes in the residence and they just stayed put where I left them, but that turned out to not be the case at all. Stayed a minute, I gotta push them back. My total runtime was 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 10 seconds, and I've watched probably 3 minutes worth of just outright mistakes. But that's alright. I'm getting a huge freebie from using the Fluffy Quack door skip mod anyway. But beating the game by a half hour, certainly the doors wouldn't have prevented me from winning. People say that the puzzle Ashley has to solve in Resident Evil 4 is hard, and I just don't think they've even tried this. I mean, yeah, once you memorize it, but I mean, the first time you do it, I'm sure that you have your own memorization way of doing that, and you might have it completely upside down or sideways for how I build it. But that's how it's programmed into my brain. I could not play this game again until I'm 80 years old, and I would still build the emblem that way. You know, if I wasn't suffering from Alzheimer's or dementia. Oh, crap, there's no wood to knock on. Stop slouching. Same as with Chris, just hug this wall. I mean, you can kill him, but this is funnier. Really, I shouldn't be doing it, because if I screw up, it means a reload. I think I'm going to keep this... I think I'll keep up the camera recording for until I get down into the mines, and I gotta put a break in. You guys won't hardly notice, but I gotta remind myself. Otherwise, it'll just stop. You know, I'll have to like panic fix it, which I don't want to do. Obviously, I gotta cut the audio, and then this microphone here is where you're actually hearing me from. And if for some reason my lip syncing is always off, so I'll have to adjust it. Which is another reason why I use the microphone, even if the sound quality of my webcam mic wasn't okay at best. I'd still need a separate audio commentary just to get the lip syncing to line up. I don't get why it does that. It only records at 30 frames per second. If anyone could tell me how to improve my camera performance without buying a new camera, but this one locks at 30 frames per second. I mean, get all of your friends to subscribe to me and get all of their friends to subscribe to me and so on and so forth. Eventually I can buy a new camera, but this is already way too expensive of a hobby. I almost have enough watch hours to monetize. Yeah, I don't need to save it. Well, yeah, I did save because spiders can be mean. They have the projectile attack. I'm gonna try and do all this in one fell swoop. We're getting to be so we're done with the mansion except for one final pass through. This should be the last use of my shield key. Yep. So of course push this statue all the way to the back. Imagine if they made this invisible on invisible enemy mode. This puzzle feels like an enemy. This one killed me a couple times. I was like 12 when this game came out. This puzzle was pretty frustrating. Mostly because of the tank controls and the fixed camera angles. That's why when fans of the game say that it's different without tank controls, they're absolutely right. If I saw this game remade, I would almost hate to see it from a first-person or over-the-shoulder perspective. And don't get me wrong, I really thoroughly enjoyed the remakes of 2 and 3. I mean, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done no damage videos for both of those games. Both scenarios and both characters in Resident Evil 2. Only 3 saves, so that's not too shabby. Of course, I was going for the maximum rank, which is an S, or is it an S+. I hate this room. That's okay, there was a spot I hated a lot more. I should have done a little bit more before the save, I would have been less annoyed about it. Luckily for me, they're just posturing right now. I don't know why. They had ample time to attack me and chose not to. Another defense item. That was easy. It's alright, he can do all the Crimson Head he wants. We're never coming back through here. Got all the items. All one of them. That was a hoot. The zombie always gets me in invisible enemy mode. Feels good to get a little bit of revenge. So he got me quick, but he fell down with a dagger, so I just kind of ran in and grabbed these. I didn't have as much free space in my pockets as I would have preferred to, but I got through. Another dagger. I think I was waiting for one to stand up so I could try to get my dagger back. At least one of them. It took me a minute to realize I could combine a blue and green herb. Maybe I just wanted to make sure I was counting properly. Hi, remember me? Not anymore. Whew, it was way past my bedtime. So I keep going this way because it's a route I know is safe. There are currently hunters all over this mansion. And apart from those 3 that I've already dealt with, if I never see another hunter... Of course I will later, but I won't have to fight them. Just have to avoid getting hit by them. I was momentarily tempted to let the dog in, but I didn't want to screw this up. Alright, so now we run back to the item box, and here's one of the spots in the game where I get cocky. In fact, I might go ahead and do my break here. If I stop to save before I move on, I'll do my break here. But this is the part of the game where I was the most cocky. I go like the next at least half hour without a weapon. Except for the knife, which is more like a use item. That's how I'm going to do it. This confuses me later. I couldn't figure out why I only had 6 rounds, but all the spots were green. Yep, okay, I saved. I'm gonna go ahead and put my break in here then. Not sure what happened there. Probably just a bad cut. Sorry. Right, so here's where I'm just like flexing and I'm not even carrying a weapon. Which does make the Black Tiger fight obviously much more frustrating. It's so much nicer when you can see where the enemies are. They're fast though on the Survivor. They are fast. That was close. Alright, this dog got alerted pretty quick, so I ran around the water fountain to confuse him. So first thing we want is a red-handed crank. There's some handgun bullets in this room. I can't hear on my tongue. Okay. Alright, we're going to drop a save here because this is just insane. Really, I should have loosened the boulder before I saved. I failed this a few times. Not too many. So annoyingly, I've got to run to the back of the auditorium just for some handgun bullets, but that's every nook and cranny. Alright, so here we actually want to, as we're running past him, we want to take a step and a half towards him. That's going to trigger him to spit poison instead of to do his lunge. Then I found if you run around the back of him, sometimes he'll just keep spinning for a second. And then I got lucky and he started doing the posturing thing rather than attacking. So I just finished up. That's what I meant, like, I technically have to hold a weapon, but it's more of a tool, like a use item. First aid spray in the very back of this hallway. I guess mine shaft, I don't know. It's Indiana Jones bull crap. Oh, I'm so tired of stayed up all day doing this. I almost wish I would have just recorded as I went, but then I'd have so much more editing to do. So the price of my laziness is a very, very long work day. And this is all hobbyism because I'm not monetized yet. So please like, subscribe, share me to social media, blah 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 blah. You can tell it's not my first time. Okay, now I got really lucky because he decided to do his lunge. You'll see how close this gets. Through this door. Yep. I'm not sure what he was trying to attack there. Clearly it wasn't me. Maybe he saw it fly. And that's all the items in this whole area. Courtyard basement, maybe? Yep, courtyard basement 1, and then we're going to go down to basement 2. Careful around them. I went the same distance, and then one of those guys clawed me at the bottom of the stairs. Well, not really stairs, bottom of the slope, the incline, if you will. Again, 4, 2, 3, 1. So left, right, right. Oh, wait. Do what I mean, not what I say. 4, 2, 3, 1. Barry is such a blister. He shows up when the work is done. Again, we're going to trick her. She'll spawn ahead of the direction that the game thinks we're trying to go. So you start going the wrong direction on purpose and you spawn her out of your way. Of course, again, we got to pick up handgun bullets and a battery pack. Which I don't think I broke up the stun gun a single time this playthrough. Never ran out of daggers. I'm awake, I swear to God, I'm awake. Now we gotta wait for this stupid thing to reach its destination. So again, run up here, spawn her out of your way. Oh, why did he take the elevator? We needed that. Garbage can. Imagine if the time required for the rocket launcher was an hour and a half. I don't think you could do it with the doors on. We gotta wait for the thing to retract. Otherwise the door just stays locked. Almost got bit by a snake here. Alright, we can finally pick up that magnum that we left behind. And there's 3 zombies in our way, but they're all easily dodgeable. That's 2 hours of commentary. If you've watched this far, I know I've said this a bunch of times already, but please like and subscribe. I'm very close to being able to monetize. The big thing is I'm getting my watch hours, but I need subscribers, so I'll wait until the last encounter with Lisa Trevor before I turn off my camera. I let most of the final cutscenes end. I just kind of, when I get to the zombies in the lab, I try to aim up with the magnum and blow their heads off. If one dies in my way but his head doesn't blow up, I pick up some flame rounds and I take care of the body in the way of the nitrogen or nitroglycerin based fuel. As you're carrying that, I burn those bodies if they don't take care of themselves. There's brief confusion here. So this does kind of require 2 trips, the way that I did it. So you can probably predict what I'm going to do. I'm going to move the stone and metal objects into the doorway in the main hall. I guess I can tough it out. It's only 40 minutes. It's not even 40 minutes. Half hour or so. I didn't even use the assault shotgun, so I'm wondering what I went back for that was so important. Self-defense gun I did use. Although I kind of think I might have missed. And I suppose it's not a bad idea to have the shotgun around. You're not healing anyway, so you don't need to carry health items. If we're coming back for one thing, we might as well fill up our pockets. Because we will not be returning to this area. Yeah, I have no idea what's on the other side of that door. That wasn't even the right map. I was supposed to be looking at the mansion. It's all good. I cleared it out. That's literally just the photograph in the coffin.
Thanks, Jill.
Best ending. There we go. Where that light's flashing, I'm thinking there's an item there. I know there's not. I'm so spoiled by items flashing that that flashing light gives me the wrong idea. I mean, whatever brings you happiness, I suppose, but yikes. And then I check, and then yeah. I even went up to the top to make double sure that it wasn't still flashing red. But it's not like there's an herb I'm not seeing. Alright, and into the lab we go. My main strategy with Rachel, or the Tyrant, with the Rachel Ooze mod. Pretty much if you see her crouching or see him crouching, you want to just run directly the other direction. Don't try to dodge left or right, just go straight back. I mean, I didn't get grabbed, but had I been grabbed, I had all the defense items in the world. I don't know how many battery packs are in the game, but I'm carrying every single one of them. Also screwed up at the end, I had to go back for a map and a couple files. But that's why it's 16 saves instead of 15, was because I missed those two files and I just thought I might as well save and not have to keep doing that if I died at Rachel. Tyrant. Even that doesn't guarantee an exploded head in Real Survivor. Yeah, blood's pooling, he's dead. I was gonna reload, but I was like, whatever. I have enough firepower to deal with him. This one kind of made me sad. Really wanted that dagger back, and then he's right in the route that I like to take for the nitro canister refuel. See, one of the files I missed is in this room. It's right next to the computer. Which is funny because I just stepped right in front of it. And this one is once again just John, Ada, and then the basement 2 cell. And then this room is pretty easy to resolve. Just pick up the X-rays, put them on the wall right there. They don't have to be in order. And there's also a memo in here. Or, excuse me, a printout of some kind. A file. We'll call it a file. That's what the game calls it. Eight, 4, 6, 2. Is way past my bedtime. I was even gonna rage quit on this commentary. We're almost done. What's really annoying about missing a file and a map in that room is that I already went back for stuff. Oh well. I still finished in well under the required time for Don't Stop Running. Even if you added up all the doors and give me back my 5.5 seconds each. Okay, so to get the item that's in here, we're going to go through this second vent. Some shoddy shells, which we're just going to throw away. Send the third vent. Drop off that MO disc. Then we're actually just going to go back up through the vent and go back through the first vent. Hop down and say goodbye. Didn't have to fight a chimera. They seemed a lot faster. I killed way more of them than I normally would. Also, this zombie didn't leave a burnable corpse. I don't know why that is. So these flame rounds we're going to use on the Tyrant. He's modded into Rachel. Just, you know, cosmetically. Combat's 100% the same. Looks good to me. I think I'm just trying to trigger the Crimson Heads. But they're not ripe yet. Oh no, I'm actually going back for that MO disc. And then in the cabinet, right there, is a map. And then in the cupboard on the other side, you'll find a file. This is where I get the bright idea. Probably should burn that body. And then I was expecting to have to burn a second one. Me realizing I might as well just grab this dagger now, while he's distracted. Me looking for the body, which is not there. I thought I got damaged here, but I stuck a dagger into its neck, so I got away with it. No damage. I'm not sure what I'm doing there. I didn't expect him to be that close. Doesn't matter if his head pops or not. It really doesn't. Once we're done in this room, we're never coming back. So we drop off that MO disc, which is going to give us just enough room to pick up both the handgun bullets and that slide thing. I'm going to set the cartridge. See, I even saw red on the map when I opened it, but I didn't see that red when I was playing. Not until I got up onto the upper floors and was ready to be done. One, two, 3.5. Oh. Canonically, Jill just took the time to look up for an ID card on that lab coat. Okay, 15 more minutes. I got this. I think. I'm gonna sleep well tonight. Promise you that. Oh. Return the slab, or suffer my curse. This night you will be visited by 3 plagues. Okay, we can run again. So this one's funny. I got lucky and he just happened to miss me. But I shot him anyway. Because he came too close to hitting me. Oh wait, not that one. That was just me refreshing the map. I wasn't sure if the second one was down or not. Obviously he wasn't because they wait for you to run under the vent, but I didn't want to run into a claw. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm assuming that because Crimson Heads eventually turn into liquors, are they also the things turning into Chimera? I'm at the wrong one. See, this is where I get just stupid lucky. I shouldn't have gotten away with this. See, it like totally hit me. Wasted a round. I'm not sure if I even hit the Rachel Tyrant with the self-defense gun, because it's supposed to do a bunch of damage. And yet she kept coming. Maybe that's just like a side effect of the difficulty I'm playing on. But at least I was cool about it and didn't save yet. I'm gonna make it through this, and I'm gonna be proud of myself.
Jill.
2.5 hours of successful gameplay, probably 3.5 hours of gameplay total. No, that's an exaggeration. Maybe 3 hours.
It's magnificent.
No, that hit, I think. She seems taller than the Tyrant. This was mommy vibes before Lady B. Good night. I couldn't find Barry. I wonder if you could just leave them behind here. That'd be kind of funny. Alright, so I gotta pick up Chris.
Barry!
Oh, and some flame rounds, which are actually gonna be rather necessary. They don't hug when you play as Jill.
Jill,
Chris, you're okay.
glad to see you are too. Anything on Wesker?
We'll talk later. First, let's get going.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs.
Pixel perfect.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs. Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately.
Come on.
Deactivating and
How does he know the way?
self-destruct system has been activated.
Okay, now he's a Crimson Head.
Personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs. Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs. Self-destruct system has
Alright, here's where I run back to those two files.
all personnel must evacuate immediately.
The first time I just kind of went for it. Got all the way to the top and then realized I was missing rooms. Oh, I did this again?
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately.
So the two cupboards on B2 and then that one next to the computer on B3. And where he's sitting, I just don't wake him up.
System has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs. Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs. Self-destruct
That's
system
it.
has been activated. All personnel
Must
evacuate
they?
immediately. Deactivating and
Are ya?
releasing all logs.
Okay, now I'm ready to fight the end boss.
System has been activated.
And then I threw a save in here just so that if I did lose to Rachel,
The self-destruct system has
it
been
wasn't going to create a
activated.
real problem.
All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs.
Again?
Self-destruct system has been activated. Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs.
Come on, come on!
Huh?
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all
This is
logs.
Brad. I'm running out of fuel.
Well, you better hurry.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs. 3 minutes to detonation.
Damn it! We're almost there! Jill, you just get in contact with Brad.
No!
We can make it. Jill, ladies first.
Chris!
Would you let me have my moments too?
All right. We'll rendezvous at the heliport.
I have no idea how much Chris actually knows. Like, have we been locked? Have the characters been locked in there for the entire game? Or were they running around the mansion for a while too, and then Wesker caught up to them? Anyway, every nook and cranny, 100% of all items and files, if you followed this guide. And I know I have time to let this cutscene play. I'm going to grab a thumbnail out of it.
Jill!
You made it.
Right about here. Some moment he's having. Alright, so I have to run up and start the barbecue. I missed. I'm not sure if those two hit. See, just run straight back. That one hit. It looked like it hit. I got lucky, I ran out of room, but I guess I was far enough back. Almost had to go to the shotgun there.
Jill, use it!
Brad kind of sounds like David Cross. Please like and subscribe. Share me to social media. I've been told my channel is criminally underrated. Please help me fix that. I'll just edit after I wake up. Sweet, so it doesn't matter that we left enemies behind. So, aww. I'd say Jill's earned a rest. Weirdly, it's the same ending except they swapped Barry for Rebecca. So even though if you're playing as Chris, even though Jill's been sitting in jail forever, she still feels that she was a nap. Anyway,
Jill,
here's my end
you did a fine
results.
job.